right, now if you have a son and you're having a hard time getting your son to read, we've got just the book for you. The author will be here. The book is called Chess Rumble, and he's going to tell us why kids aren't able to put this book down. It's that good. And then we're going to be talking about blasé bathrooms and how to spruce them up.
Right now we're going to throw it over to Lindsay McDonald, and she's got something really interesting if you have a child who's being bullied.
Yes.
That's right, guys. Now, no one ever said it was easy being a kid, but for one boy who was a victim of bullying, he found an outlet through chess. So goes the storyline of Neri's fantastic book, Chess Rumble, and he's here to give us a scoop on the whole story. How are you?
Thanks for having me. It's good to be here.
Okay, now, you know, we were talking off camera. If you're a bully or you're getting bullied, there's really an anger problem underneath, and it's finding what that anger is about, where it stems from.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of kids get in trouble because they're reacting to tough situations, and you know, reacting is a defensive mode, and chess teaches you to act on things, which is to understand that there's a bigger picture going on, and kids need to have an end game. Like in chess, the end game is to capture the king. In real life, it's often to graduate or make it through your high school years. And so, you know, chess teaches you to look 3 steps down on any move. So if you're confronted with a bully, you know, you have many choices. But if you're in a defensive mode, you might, you know, react with violence, and that's often not the best way to go.
Mm-hmm. So obviously you're saying life lessons come from the chessboard, battles on the chessboard, looking into the future, where you want to move, what you want to do.
Right, and this book particularly is about an 11-year-old boy who is basically one fight away from being kicked out of school. He has a bully who's making his life pretty miserable, and he meets a chess mentor who challenges him to basically fight his battles on the chessboard. And so the story is really about this relationship between this tough love mentor and this kid who really has no understanding of where to go with his life.
Now, this book isn't for little kids. It's more of, you know, preteens, middle school.
It's a middle school and young adult book, basically geared from grades 4 to 8, but also older as well.
And I gotta say, I have never seen a book for kids like this, or, you know, for kids that age. The verse is outstanding. It's spoken from a kid's mouth. It's not, you know, we're not talking about big, massive words here. It's the way you'd hear kids speak.
Right. It's an urban voice, and a lot of times urban kids, particularly boys who are reluctant readers, will have a hard time, you know, looking at a book that's full of words and maybe something like Jane Austen. You know, there's such a disconnect from their own lives. You know, we're trying to kind of recreate the notion of what a book means for a young person, and using an urban voice that they can relate to, you know, is a way to get them into reading. And the free verse is a way, you know, it's an easy read. There's a lot of white space. There's illustrations. It's an easy way for them to get through a book and not feel intimidated by it. And for boys particularly, you know, to create a book that they're not embarrassed to be seen with is important too. So
right. I love the way this is lined up, and like you said, the illustrations. Where do you think the game chess will take kids? I mean, for kids that are having a hard time, what is the end-all result that you want them to get from reading a book like this?
Yeah. Well, chess teaches focus, and it teaches a bigger game strategy. You know, I was talking about, you know, finding your end game.
Right.
A lot of kids don't even see past, you know, their immediate situation. So, you know, the chess programs that this is inspired by have been hugely successful throughout the United States in teaching, you know, focus and strategy and looking further down the line for kids.
Now, I know this is it's geared more towards boys, but girls are okay reading it too. I loved it.
I've been really pleased with how it's been accepted kind of universally, even like, you know, white upper middle class girls who I wasn't even thinking about this book would appeal to have totally gotten Marx's story.
And hey, you've gotten a big accolade also because of it.
Last week we were named by the American Library Association on their notables list, which is their best of the best list for the year 2007, and which is huge for us because that means, you know, every library and a lot of schools around the country.
Right there with Harry Potter.
Yeah, we were placed right next to Harry Potter, which was, you know, exciting.
That's terrific. Neri, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. And he has a couple other books coming out too, so if you'd like more information on this book, again, Chess Rumble, or any of the other books, just go to gneri.com. And still coming up on Daytime, personal trainer to the stars, Valerie Waters. She's got some great fitness tips for us, so please stay tuned.